You're listening to the Northwest Showcase at 234 here at 93.9 KPDQ. And hello there, my name is Andy West. I am your host, and it's good to have you along. Dr. David Day is here. He's a chiropractor. Day Chiropractic is his clinic, and he's on with us right now. I do want to give you his phone number at the office. And if you have a question or you just want to make an appointment and go see him, phone number 503-760-7572, 503-760-7572, or you can check out their website and get all that info at daychiropractic.com. It's so nice to have you here.
Loving to reconnect with you again, Andy.
Sure.
So one of the things that I brought with me, and if you're listening on the radio, you won't be able to hear, but I will be posting this on my website at daychiropractic.com, and I am filming it because one of the things I brought with me is my newest guitar. And one of the things, our kids have now grown, and it gives me a little bit of time, and so this is a guitar that I actually built and just finished it up this year. So
you built that?
Yeah, I built this thing.
That's beautiful.
So this is the plan was for if you play guitars, it's a Martin HD28 is what the plan was that I used to build this thing. So this would be the quintessential bluegrass guitar. Now, so that's one of the things as I talk about chiropractic and the thing that that you feel for Jim McMahon, for instance, is his girlfriend said she got her Jimmy back, right, or to get your life back. And I look at one of the tenets of our practice. We've got the 4 pillars, and one of them is day chiropractic for life. I believe that chiropractic, you should be under lifetime care, so you should have chiropractic for your entire life. But it really is for life. It gives you life. It gives you energy and creativity. And so one of the things that I've enjoyed having a little bit more time for is for some music and bluegrass. And what's happening in our family in about 3 weeks, we are celebrating my great-grandmother's what would be her 140th birthday. And her name is Fanny Cory. She supported her family with doing illustrations for magazines and things like that. So she's on some really famous covers of magazines.
Like Saturday
like
Evening
American,
Post,
that sort of thing, and
yes,
Atlantic, but all the various things like she
there
would
were
do
tons
the
of those.
Yep. She was also a syndicated cartoonist. So she had 2 with Kingfisher Syndicate. So she had 2 different. She did Sunny Sands and I think Little Miss Muffet or something like that.
Oh,
These
wow.
were like story comics, that sort of thing. And she lived in Montana, and just the logistics of being able to do that for all those decades. And so she was quite famous in her time, and somebody actually has now written a book about her life, and that is going to be, the author is going to come up for this release party. And my cousin has asked, my brothers, the Day brothers, will be the music for this event. And we were talking a little bit about creativity and how much my great-grandma has impacted our family. And we have so many artists. In fact, our oldest daughter, her degree is in art education, actually. And so the Day brothers, we're now singing and performing, our bluegrass. But one of the things, we are starting to write songs and things. And so I told Jason that I would go ahead and write a song in honor of my great-grandmother. So what I thought I would do is I would go ahead and sing that for us here today.
Oh, that's awesome.
And this is on the guitar that so I'm probably going to take this guitar, although I will probably play either this or maybe my octave mandolin when we perform it. But it's called Thanks for Fanny Cory. And she wrote a fairy alphabet, so there's a whole book published about that, and then there's going to be a book on her life. So I'll go ahead and sing this for you. And it was really fun talking to my mom about what she remembered about her great-grandma. When my mom was little, they were living in Utah at the time, and Mitzi was, they were up in around Helena, Montana, in that region up there. And they would go spend the summers up there, and it was just wonderful.
Oh, I bet it was.
So this song is called Thanks for Fanny Cory. Your painting hanging on the wall tells a vivid story. My mind can see with fresh new eyes glimpses of glory. I wish that I could be like you and see the inner beauty. But for now, I'll just say wow and thanks for Fanny Cory. You saw the good, not the bad. You helped us laugh not be sad. You poked fun at the things of life and showed us joy instead of strife. Your painting hanging on the wall tells a vivid story. My mind can see with fresh new eyes glimpses of glory. I wish that I could be like you and see the inner beauty. But for now, I'll just say wow. Thanks for Fanny Cory. You helped us see inside our heart. The gift of beauty was your art. You showed us what we could not see and helped us dream our minds set free. Your painting hanging on the wall tells a vivid story. My mind can see with fresh new eyes glimpses of glory. I wish that I could be like you and see the inner beauty. But for now, I just say wow. Thanks for Fanny Cory. But for now, I just say wow. Thanks for Fanny Cory.
Well, thank you
Isn't
so
that fun?
much. Yeah, that is so fun.
Yeah.
Thank
So,
you.
Thank you. Yes.
So you know what I was going to tell you? My mom used to play guitar.
Okay.
Used to go to our schools when I was younger and play her guitar, and she had a Martin.
Yes. It is the most. I mean, it would be the most well-known name if we look. You know, you're talking
remember
Martin
that.
Gibson.
Yeah,
those
she
are the
sold
two.
hers when she kind of retired, and she got a very pretty penny, you
Yes.
might say. Hey, this is 93.9 KPDQ. My name is Andy West, and this is the Northwest Showcase, and Dr. David Day is here. He's a chiropractor, and you can call us up if you have a question about chiropractic. We would love to chat with you, 503-786-9390. And outside of Portland, anywhere, 800-845-2162. We're talking today about getting uncorked.
That's right. Pop the bottle.
Woo, woo.
Yeah, and it is interesting when you think about that. You know, so if you're thinking, you're looking at your life, and you're really not excited about your life. You know, let's talk, because sometimes we get so discouraged. We just kind of are used to living the life, and we've kind of turned into just kind of this flat affect kind of. We're just put one foot ahead of the other, and really maybe what we need is kind of revisit this nerve system and get it turned back on, you know, because that will make all the difference in the world.
And I do want to give you the phone number for Day Chiropractic real quickly, and I think we have a call. So the phone number for Day Chiropractic, if you would like to make an appointment, 503-760-7572, and that is 503-760-7572. They're located on Southeast 122nd Avenue, just south of Powell, between Powell and Foster. If you want to call them up and make an appointment, check out their website, daychiropractic.com. And hey, I'll tell you what, let's get to the phone right now and take a call. Got Mary from Portland calling up. And hello, Mary, what's on your mind? Hey, we're doing great, thanks. You're on 93.9 KPDQ with Dr. David Day.
Okay. Yes. Oh man, we deal with that. We deal with that all the time. Now, so here's the question. Why is it in one hip? Right. Okay. Yes. Yeah, so I ask a lot of questions. So we're gonna let's say you were to come in to see how I would look at you not as a left hip bursitis case. I would just look at you as Mary, okay? And because I don't know where the problem is stemming from, right? Because the nerves to your bursitis or to that bursa that's supposed to, when it functions right, like maybe your right side is functioning just fine because it's not inflamed or anything, right? It was also walking on the hard linoleum floors, but it was doing fine. So we had to figure out what went wrong. Now, I often find when you start taking x-rays of somebody's spine that maybe one hip is off, you might be leaning your posture, you might be, we do things like, I'll look at your posture, I'm going to have you stand on 2 scales, and I'm going to see if the weight differential is evenly distributed. Your weight, you should be about half of your total weight should be on each foot, right? Sometimes I see, yeah, okay. Okay. So we know the burst is inflamed. The question is, why is it inflamed, right? And then how do we fix it, right? That's ultimately, because that's the challenge that we face with someone like you. So then we have to start saying, okay, if you're like, is your posture, is your weight being transferred to that left side, for instance? And so every step you take, you're pounding your left side more than the right. Is it a nerve like that? The guy told you he's having pain down his right leg. But his problem is in his neck, right? Because we'll do thermal imaging, surface EMG, because we've got to figure out your nerve system and say, why is that bursa inflamed? In fact, I'll tell you what, I have an article that I wanted to share. So after we're done talking, listen to this, because I have where they use unfortunately they use some rats, but they talk about an adjustment of the rat's back helped the pain go down in the paw. So this is. When we start thinking about, if you've got a bursitis, if you've got a bursa that's inflamed, how do we get the inflammation to go down? And they were able to show an adjustment to the rat's low back made the inflammation go down, which is kind of crazy. But that's my job then, is to figure out where's your problem stemming from, and then how do we fix it, right? That sort of thing. So if you've never have you ever been to a chiropractor before? Okay. Has it? Okay, so and I end up stepping in. You can probably tell as you listen that I'm a little bit on the crazy side of life, but this is what I look. I'm going to look, and wherever your body tells me it needs me to go is where I'll go. Even if it means it's your neck, or if it means it's something else, right? We have to look to see where it is. I do a full workup. I'll even do like a heart rate variability test on you, where you have to sit and we're going to look to see, because if you're stressed out, now we could have assumed, now you just retired this year. Okay, so a lot of my teachers, they assume that as soon as they retire, and they won't have all the stress of grading the paper, all that sort of stuff, that everything that was plaguing them is all going to be better. It may be a little bit better, but that usually wasn't. It wasn't, the stress wasn't the explanation. It was an aspect of the problem, right? So that's what I had to kind of peel back the onion and actually figure out what's really going wrong.
Mary, let me give you his phone number, okay? It is 503-760-7572. 760-7572.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate the call, Mary.
Yeah.
Good to hear from you. We're going to take a quick break, and you're listening to 93.9 KPDQ. This is the Northwest Showcase. Dr. David Day is here. We'll have more with Dr. David Day. Plus, we'll give out his website and give you more information right here. 93.9 KPDQ.